progress, okay? Over 100 million employees have too much money taken out of their paycheck for taxes. Over 100 million, okay? Now this happens because when we start jobs, they give us a form called the W-4, they say fill it out. The form has poor instructions, nobody helps, so most people fill it out incorrectly. When they fill it out incorrectly, too much money can be taken out of our paycheck for taxes, and we lose money. Now why do we lose money when too much is taken out for taxes? Because if we had that money, we could have used that money to pay off debt, or to invest, or enhance our lifestyle, right? The bottom line is, anytime somebody is using your money to make money and you're not getting any money, you're doing what? Losing money. Does that make sense for everybody? Okay, so every day in my econ, we help hundreds of people correct their tax withholding, and we see them taking home extra hundreds of dollars, in some cases over $1,000 a month in extra cash flow, and they're not owing taxes at the end of the year, okay? So that's the first strategy. Most people, we see them get that money in the first 7 to 14 days of their income, okay? Strategy number 2, minimize taxes. When you become a My Econ associate, you also become a business owner. Now that's a huge business benefit because business owners have access to hundreds more tax deductions than employees, even if the business is part-time. So literally, you can keep your job, have a part-time business, and get the same caliber tax deductions, the same exact deductions as people who have full-time or multi-million-dollar businesses. Now here's the best part, okay? Many of the potential deductions that you get are things that you would spend money on anyway. Everybody say, anyway.
Anyway.
Okay? See, you're going to have a cell phone whether you're in business or not. Am I correct?
Right.
Okay? You're going to pay for internet access whether you got a cell phone, whether you got a business or not. Am I correct?
Right.
You're going to drive your personal vehicle whether you have a vehicle or not. Am I correct? You're probably going to go drive your car, go out of town, go see somebody over the holidays whether you're in business or not. Am I correct? But now that you're a business owner, you can pass out a business card, have a quick conversation, invite somebody to check out your website, and now you can take a tax write-off for those expenditures that you were going to spend, what was the word? Anyway. Okay? Now, you can even hire your children and grandchildren to help you in the business. See, you can take a picture, put it on your website, and say, Mama's Motivation, okay? You know? Or you can say, our family business. Any cool saying that you can think of that helps promote your business. Does that make sense? See, if you go home tonight and turn on the TV, within 15 minutes you'll see a commercial with a child working. Am I correct? Right. And they're being paid royalties and income for advertising a product or service. Because nothing gets a person's attention quicker or better than a smiling child's face, right? So you're promoting your business. Everybody got it?
Yes.
So you can start taking write-offs. You can pay your child up to $12,000 a year. The child will owe no taxes, and it's tax deductible to the parent. Now, in the early days when you first get started, you want to make that reasonable. So, you know, if you're just doing your business in your spare time and you're not making a lot, you don't want to do $12,000, but you can do up to $12,000 a year. Does that make sense? And start putting more cash in your pocket. See, think about it. If you had half of the money that they've taken out of your check for taxes over the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, would you have a lot of cash? Yeah. And if that cash was invested in real estate, would you have a lot of assets? Yes. You see, that's what we mean by, on Wall Street, they call it cash, asset, cash. You get some cash, and you buy or build an asset that generates more what? Cash. So we're going to say cash here, we're going to say asset here, and then I'm going to say cash. Okay? Cash,
asset.
One more time.
Cash, asset,
cash. See, that's all we do is get some cash, you buy or build an asset, it gets you more cash. See, here's the thing. I know I did. Most of us grew up in households where we were taught that if you want to make some money, you need to do some what? Work. And our parents even said if you want to make even more money, you need to do more work. Work. Even when they said go to school and get a good college and get a good education and get a good job, they were still talking about what in the end? Work. And see, work will make you a living. Work can even give you a good lifestyle. But work can't get you wealthy. Because to have wealth or to have financial freedom, you have to have assets earning the money when you're not working. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So at some point in our life, see, and here's the difference between wealth and money, okay? If you had $100 bill 25 years ago, okay, and you put it under your pillow, put it under your mattress somewhere, and you put it in the bank in a safety deposit box, you just left it there. You went back today, you still have the same $100 bill? Well, it's the same. But it wouldn't buy as much, would it? It'd only buy about half of what it used to buy, right? But if you had taken that $100 bill 25 years ago and you bought about 20 shares of Bank of America stock, it's about $5, a little over $5, 25 years ago. Today, it's about $29. See, today, you would have about $1,500 instead of the $100. Because, see, assets or wealth has the ability to increase without you working. Money, currency, does not change. It doesn't increase, does it? It stays the same. As a matter of fact, it stays the same in its physical form, but it actually loses money because of something called inflation, doesn't it?
Right.
Okay? So here, we're showing you how to get some cash by lowering your taxes, because you're going to get tax deductions you normally wouldn't get, okay? And we even give you the support tools you need. We have a cash flow manager app that comes on your phone, tablet, or computer, okay? Now, you can use that. You can take pictures of any receipts you have, upload them to the system, you can throw the receipts away, and you organize. Always at your fingertips. Does that make sense? We even have a GPS system that comes on the app that you can keep up with all your business models. We do training from the IRS website telling you about potential deductions and how to document them. Once you start to do it, you can do this in less than 2 minutes a day, okay? So that's the second way that you put cash in your pocket. You lower your taxes. See, everybody needs a business of some kind so you can pay less taxes. See, Amazon made $11 billion with a B last year, paid zero taxes. Delta Airlines made $4 billion with a B last year, paid no taxes. Warren Buffett said that his administrative assistant paid a higher percentage of her taxes, she was making a couple hundred a year, than he paid, and he made about $50 million last year. You see? So, see, we can't change the rules. Congress and our politicians set the rules in terms of how taxes and our financial system work. But we can change ourselves and use the strategies. Does that make sense? That's going to be a lot easier to do. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's the second way we put cash in our pocket. The third way is debt elimination. Now, we all know that debt's a robber. Nobody wants it, right? But, so we provide every associate with debt elimination training, debt elimination software. You simply put all your debts in. It arranges it, tells you which debt to pay off first. And we even help you get more cash flow from the other strategies in the business that's going to give you that cash that you need to put on the debts to pay the debts off quickly. And I know multiple people in my econ that have paid off $50,000 to $100,000 of debt in their first 12 months. And see, here's your power word. It's not just the debt is paid off. When the debt is paid off, you now have the money that you were spending on that debt every month at your disposal that you can now start to repurpose into investing or lifestyle. That's the big part of getting out of debt, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Number 4 is credit. Now, credit affects our lives even if we don't want it to, right? Right. Credit affects our lives positively or negatively, okay? It's never not an effect.